How often do we consider the impact of our childhood experiences on our mental health later in life? This is a question we must pose to ourselves as we grapple with an ever-increasing youth mental health crisis. The formative years of our life, the years of childhood and adolescence, are the bedrock upon which our future mental health is built. During this time, adverse experiences, often overlooked or underestimated, can cast long shadows that stretch into adulthood. Consider a child experiencing a traumatic event, an event that may seem insignificant to an adult, but for a child, it's a life-altering experience. These events, often characterized as adverse childhood experiences or ACEs, range from neglect, abuse, witnessing violence, to living with a parent who, with mental illness or substance misuse. Each one of these experiences can leave a lasting impact on a child's mental health development, potentially leading to a variety of mental health issues in later life. Growing research in psychology and neuroscience has brought to light the significant role that ACEs play in determining mental health outcomes. These studies have illuminated a stark truth that the roots of many mental health problems we see in our youth today can be traced back to traumatic childhood experiences. Living in a world that is currently grappling with an ongoing pandemic, deep-seated social inequalities, and an alarming rise in violence, our youth are exposed to a plethora of potential adverse experiences. This alarming reality is making it more crucial than ever to address these issues head-on, with comprehensive mental health interventions targeted at children and young people. In a world grappling with an ongoing pandemic, social inequalities, and an alarming rise in violence, the mental health of our youth has taken a serious hit. Fedor Seat, a report from MAD in America, draws attention to these crises. Adverse childhood experiences, often referred to as ACEs, have a profound impact on the mental health of young individuals. These experiences are emotionally distressing events that leave lasting scars on a child's psyche, shaping their perception and understanding of the world around them. They can vary widely, from emotional or physical maltreatment to exposure to violence within the confines of their home or community, which cast a dark shadow over their innocence and trust. The surge in the frequency of mass shootings in the United States is a glaring example of such experiences. Just imagine a staggering 162 mass shootings were reported in the year 2023 alone. This shocking statistic brings into sharp focus the scale of the problem we are dealing with. Each of these incidents is not only a tragedy in itself, but also has far-reaching implications. The effects of these horrifying events ripple out, toned in, causing widespread stress and traumatic reactions that extend far beyond the immediate survivors of the incidents. The impact is particularly severe on young minds. They can be deeply traumatized, and their sense of safety and security can be irreversibly shaken. The world, instead of being a place of learning and exploration, becomes a threatening and hostile environment. This constant state of fear and insecurity can drastically shape the perception of safety and stability. Young people in particular are vulnerable, as these tragedies can drastically shape their perception of safety and stability. On the other hand, the young population in India is grappling with a distinct set of challenges brought by competitive exams. The turbulent journey of academic competition, the reassurance they receive from family and society significantly influences their psychological health. The story of Raj Patel, a father to a son preparing for IITG, poignantly highlights this truth. The impacts of acceptance, or lack thereof, of their performance can be monumental, shaping their self-perception and overall mental health. Amidst these struggles, organizations such as Childline India and the Akanksha Foundation are rising to they provide invaluable resources, assistance, and support to both parents and children navigating these tumultuous waters. Organizations like Childline India and the Akanksha Foundation are stepping up to offer assistance and resources for parents and children alike during these challenging times. The mental health crisis also extends into our systems of care. Numerous individuals, despite evident signs, fail to obtain the requisite psychiatric aid. This is influenced by a scarcity of mental health professionals, subpar psychiatric institutions, and hurdles in procuring mental health care. These factors are magnifying the mental health crisis. Furthermore, our children's mental health is a crucial crossroad. Negative experiences during childhood, be it from violent incidents, struggles related to identity, or systemic oversights in our mental health services, are fueling a mental health catastrophe among our youth. To summarize, the mental health of our youth is at a critical juncture. Addressing this crisis requires a multi-pronged approach. It entails enhancing the availability of mental health care facilities and creating a supportive environment for children and parents grappling with identity concerns. It's about nurturing an ecosystem that safeguards children from damaging experiences. It means remembering that the mental well-being of our young ones doesn't solely lie on their shoulders. It's a collective responsibility that we must shoulder. It's about acknowledging that their mental health today directly influences their adult life. In the grand scheme of things, their mental health is a cornerstone in shaping the future of our world. Their well-being today will shape the adults they become tomorrow, and by extension, the future of our world.